run and shoot pro. 458 drop, playing bulletproof soul. Every few shows, I just buy some new gold.
Round 1, Eastern Conference, the NBA playoffs. The Heat look to show the world that their motivation can overpower the doubters and carve the path to success. The first step starts tonight against the Bucks. Round 1, Game 1, the NBA playoffs, coming up next.
Welcome, everyone. The regular season is in the books. The battle for the East begins. Round 1, Game 1. Kevin Harlan here with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg, and we'll have David Aldridge filling us in from the sideline. Here are the starters for Milwaukee. The guard and off guard are Lillard and Trent. The post pair, the longtime duo of Antetokounmpo and Lopez. And it's Kuzma in at the small forward. And for Miami, Andrew Wiggins is out there with Adebayo. Then there's Alec Burks. Then it's Mitchell, and it's Ware in at the center position. Adebayo with the bucket. You look at Miami. Greg, we know the confidence around this organization is extremely high. They feel like this is their series to lose.
And you know, they have an edge playing at home. They also probably have an edge in talent level. But I'll tell you what, any number of things can shift momentum in a series. You need to try and make quick work of this one and get to the second round.
Truly survive and advance.
Amen. Well, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
And you know what? They're going to keep using him. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
Oh, and a fast break for the Heat. From downtown, and the Heat, another three.
All these threes they're giving up have really been the driving force on this run.
A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Well, Kevin, I did speak with head coach Eric Spoelstra, talking about Damian Lillard. Coach admitted they're zoned in with slowing him down. Coach said we know how dangerous he can be. Now we're prepared to mix it up and throw different defenders at him if possible. We don't want him to find his comfort zone. A difficult strategy to pull off, guys.
All right, David, thanks. Now, here's Mitchell, following the miss by Brook Lopez. And that one's good, Mitchell.
Lights out here, right out of the gate. Perfect 4-4 from the floor.
And Doc Rivers has called a timeout. He's ready to talk things through with the team.
Substitution on the field.
Kuzma against Hacker. They get it back. Kicks it out to Giannis. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. And here are the Heat now. A nice run going 12 in a row. Here's Larson. That's good. And it's Rozier with the assist.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
And don't leave out the coaching staff here now. I mean, their game plan has been perfect.
Now, here's Lillard. And it's Trent in the corner. Lopez sets a screen for Trent. can't cash in from close range.
Yeah, trying to get going here, but that's an offer for the first 5 here to start the game.
Here's Larson, and the Heat, another three.
That's a dozen straight points coming off the triple.
You know, they're having free reign from beyond the arc. The defense is just not there.
Marquez against Kuzma. There's the three, and again, Miami with the triple.
Yeah, they've built up this lead 3 points at a time.
And I like the strategy. It's a great strategy. Bury those threes early, and it'll open up the inside for them later on.
And Doc Rivers has called a timeout. And Coach has decided they need a moment to talk things over.
Make some noise, fans, for your Heat Winter Dance Crew.
Portis is checked in for Antetokounmpo. And in this first quarter, about 3 minutes played. Trent passes to Lillard. Lopez outside.
First personal foul. First team foul.
It's Trent on the wing. Burks covering.
In building this lead, they've done a terrific job finishing their defensive sequences with the backboard. That has been key.
Yeah, you're right. Not one second chance bucket for the opposition. They're boxing out on every shot.
Excellent all-around performance so far, hence the big lead.
Yeah, you know, they've had the advantage at both ends. They've got all the momentum early on.
Now, here's Lillard. No scoring in this one. Trent kicks to Kuzma. Portis against Adebayo. Just 5 to shoot. Lillard from outside. It doesn't go for him.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Adebayo with the bucket.
And how about the last 5 made shots have all been threes. The defense is just giving up a barrage.
Most teams get the message to cover shooters after 1 or 2 wide open looks at the three-point shot, but it seems like they have just not figured it out.
Down low, here's Lopez. And again, the Bucks miss. Adebayo passes to Wiggins. There's the triple. And the Heat, another three.
Man, the triples keep falling, guys. That's 3 in a row.
I think they're playing too soft on the perimeter. They can't stay so soft. They've got to get up into the shooters here.
Now here's Lillard. Kuzma outside. They could use a bucket. Wiggins with the block.
Great read that time by Wiggins, anticipating the shot. Sends it out with return to sender posted.
I like their focus coming in. Terrific execution so far.
And, you know, it's an all-out effort they've come in with. Very aggressive offense so far.
And so it's the Miami Heat up by 33 points as the buzzer sounds. A huge lead for them. And thanks to their outstanding defense, the impact Damian Lillard has had on this game has been minimal. And don't go away. We'll be right back. And we're ready to get back into the action here in Game 1. Let's see what this quarter has in store for us. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown for the Heat.
You know, so far in this one, these guys have been knocking it down from distance. You've got to like their confidence as this game continues. They're on a nice roll.
And I also have to bring up their passing game. They've been moving the ball with great precision so far and creating great looks for their teammates.
Setting the floor for the Bucks. Antetokounmpo and Portis man the post positions. Rollins is out there at Porter. And it's Green in at the 3. And it's Miami's ball. Anderson wide open. And the Heat another 3.
The defense is far too slow to close out on those three-point attempts.
And those triples, they sure do add up quickly, don't they? I mean, they've got to make some kind of adjustment here.
Antetokounmpo kicks to Portis. Robinson pulls it in. They are enjoying a commanding lead.
And it really gives them the opportunity to give their starters a rest. Always critical when you get ready for that home stretch. Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
Yeah, I love the fact he doesn't play the score. He just keeps coming, attack mode. He doesn't know how to step off the gas pedal.
Robinson for 3. And the Heat another 3.
Three-pointers are killing them at this point, and they haven't been able to respond at the other end.
You know, the only way that's going to turn around defensively is by stopping the outside shot, not getting into a shootout. They're not going to out-shoot out this team.
It's tipped. Green with a screen for Porter. They need this with the drive. Robinson with the block, and it goes out of bounds. That one off Robinson. And Miami making a change here. Highsmith is checked in. Lopez, he's checked in for Milwaukee. Trent comes in for Rollins. A minute and a half gone here in the second quarter. Down deep, Trent. The rebound by Anderson. For Miami, they've gone a nice 3 of 3 to start the second. Here's Jovic. And again, Miami with the triple.
Yeah, these defenders had better start closing down on shooting.
Porter dishes to Giannis. He's looking for Lopez and finds him. Pass to Porter. Outside, Antetokounmpo. 6 on the shot clock. Fires away from way outside. And again, the Bucks miss. The Heat have gone a perfect 4 of 4 since the second quarter began. Perfect from the field. Highsmith's shot is good.
And this offense is in a perfect rhythm. And you can see how they're finishing their plays.
Boy, this is borderline ridiculous. I mean, every single attempt finding the bottom of the bucket.
Robinson with it. Now guarded by Antetokounmpo. Lets the 3 fly, and Robinson that time on the assist from Hero. Robinson's got a pair of triples in the second now for the Heat. Bucks have gotten off to a rough start here in the second quarter. 0 for 5. Giannis outside. Can they get it? Highsmith grabs the miss.
No matter what looks they get, they just can't convert to stop this run.
And, you know, they've got to be careful because this is when the team concept breaks down and guys start playing hero ball.
And he has really come to life here after a slow start in that first quarter.
Knocks it loose. He's got a clear path. Here's Highsmith. And again, Miami with the triple.
And this is why coaches talk about playing with pace. The scoreboard tells it all.
That really has been the difference. I mean, they've been the better team in transition.
Here's Giannis. It's hauled in by the Heat. 1:16 left to play here in the second quarter. Here's Highsmith. And again, Miami with the triple.
Talk about execution on the offensive end. They're leaving nothing on the table right now.
Yep, they're starting to stretch this lead out. Too much offense to keep pace with.
Now, here's Antetokounmpo. Hasn't made one yet. Trent against Robinson. Just 4 to shoot. Lopez. Highsmith grabs the miss. This could get even more out of hand if they continue to put up points.
Wow, Kevin, what a performance we are seeing.
Robinson, that's good. Robinson's got 12 in the game.
Boy, has he put his foot on the pedal here this quarter. He's doing a terrific job in terms of leading their offense.
Back to Porter. Pass to Lopez. Back to Porter. Stolen by Anderson. Jovic passes to Robinson. The three, and the Heat, another three.
And this is the game plan for him. He's a big part of their floor spacing.
And you know what? It's all about the long-distance game for him tonight. He's getting it done from out there.
And so it's the Miami Heat holding an unbelievable lead as the quarter wraps up. They've been playing some ferocious defense. Got a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, guys. Joined by Doc Rivers. Coach, what did you think of the effort in the first half?
Well, the effort's fine, I guess. Defensively, we got to be better, so that's part of the effort. But they're just scoring too easy. They're throwing us around. They are so much more the physical team right now, so we got to pick up our physicality.
I'm sure that will be discussed thoroughly before the next half. Thanks. Back to you guys.
Thank you, David, for that interview, and we'll see you back here after the break for third quarter basketball.
Hey everybody, it's halftime of game one and a big lead right now for the Miami Heat.
They've been in fuego from downtown, finding space and letting it go, showing no signs of letting up, guys.
As a three-point shooter yourself, Chet, this has to bring you back.
Oh my gosh, those were the good old days.
Taking a look at how the series is going for the Heat. Well, guys, safe to say they're in cruise control right now.
At this point, Ernie, all they got to do is keep the car on the road, man. Just don't go off to the left or right. Just keep on keeping on.
Don't let up. Keep your foot on the gas. Take this thing across the finish line.
Sure, I'm glad you were able to drive home. Those points. It's so good. Yeah,
See what you did with that one, Ernie.
It's unbelievable. It's a gift.
Man, it is.
That is more than enough of us. Let's send you back to the game. Kevin Harlan and crew with the second half.
Well, it doesn't get much better than playoff basketball. Let's get back to the action here in round one. Here is Lillard. He has yet to score. They've got Wiggins. Alec Burks is out there with Mitchell. Then it's Bam Adebayo. And it's Ware in at the 5, roaming the paint. That's the group on the floor for Miami. Milwaukee with the ball. Back to Giannis. Shot clock at 6. Kuzma kicks to Lillard. Over Mitchell. Lillard again missing.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that.
Burks on the wing. Good ball movement here by Miami. Here's Ware. And the Heat, another three.
Just look at what a sniper he is from long range. He's got such an unusual skill for a big fella.
Adebayo against Giannis. Giannis is double. Trent outside. They get a hand on it. Burks with the steal. Wiggins against Lillard. Jacks up a three. And again, Miami with the triple.
I'll tell you what, how easy does Wiggins make the game look? I mean, in the flow, excellent stroke from distance. That's fun to watch.
Antetokounmpo passes to Lopez. Miami grabs the miss.
Clearly out of sync to begin this half. 0 for their first 3 attempts.
Deep Adebayo. Good for the 5th time in 5 shots. He remains perfect.
3 for 3, and that's always a good way to start the second half.
Antetokounmpo looking over the floor. And Lillard kicks to Trent. Lopez sets a screen for Trent. Shot to stop the run, and the shot is long.
Ugly start to the second half. They've missed their first 4. They've got to get on track.
Here's Ware. And the Heat, another 3.
Well, it's been a great start for this offense here in the second half. 4 for 4.
Bucks have gone 0 of 4 from the field in the second half. Yet to find the mark. Stolen by Mitchell. Second half of play with just under 2.5 minutes gone. Drops in the tray.
Wow, 5 straight buckets coming out of half. They are rolling.
And Lillard kicks to Trent. Here's Kuzma. Andrew Wiggins pulls it in. The Heat have gotten every shot to drop since halftime. They're 5 for 5 from the floor. Burks for 3. And again, Miami with the triple.
Hey, whatever adjustments they made at halftime, they are working to perfection.
You know, they came out of the locker room, revved up the gas pedal, and haven't slowed down yet.
Giannis against Adebayo. 6 to shoot. A shake. Antetokounmpo finds Lopez. Misses from close range.
And he has lost all confidence out there. Still not a single field goal made in the game.
Wiggins from outside. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Wiggins has got a pair of threes now here in the third for Miami.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Antetokounmpo passes to Trent. Here's Lillard. Their offense stone cold. Another miss there.
This is definitely a day he'd like to forget. He just hasn't had the energy or the intensity to get it done out there. He's still scoreless.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
Boy, it's been a 3-point barrage. They came out gunning and have not stopped.
Lopez, a screen on Mitchell. Lillard, the pass to Lopez. Giannis, right side. Mitchell against Lillard. Andrew Wiggins pulls it in. Wiggins has got his 5th rebound in this one.
You know, he might want to think about deferring for a while. He's had his chances this quarter, but just not able to convert. How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with the basket, coming off a pretty pass.
Well, when you look at the assist totals, heck, they've been clearly the better team.
Antetokounmpo, no good. Burks kicks to Wiggins. Fires the 3. And the Heat, another 3.
Yeah, letting it rip. They're just having fun right now.
Yeah, offensively, they've just been rolling. Impossible to stop.
And so it's Miami with a huge lead at the break. Safe to say there's no catching them today. From the field, they have been outstanding. Amazing shooting. That's what has them headed to a blowout. Back right after this. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
Served him up a tasty room service dime right there, boy.
NBA playoffs, round one. Thanks for joining us as we get back to the action on the court. On the floor for Milwaukee starting the fourth quarter. Antetokounmpo and Portis man the post positions. Rollins is out there with Kevin Porter. And it's Green in at the small forward position. And here's Giannis. He'll bring it up for the Milwaukee Bucks. Ripped away. Here's Larson. Guarded by Green. And again, Miami with the triple. And a breakdown here, guys. The hustle stats for the Heat.
They have been a wrecking ball defensively, coming up with steals, being active with their hands, and just doing a terrific job of disrupting the rhythm.
And I love the fact they kept the pressure on, really pushing that ball, running it up the floor. I love seeing that. A team staying aggressive even when they're playing well.
They've been looking out of sorts in the last few possessions.
And this is when you need to be patient. Find a high percentage shot and have some floor balance.
Here's Larson. And again, Miami with the triple.
So many of the plays they're running designed to create opportunities from deep.
Well, you know, that's exactly their plan here in the fourth. Work to find space behind the arc and then bury some threes.
Rollins the pass to Antetokounmpo. The rebound by Anderson. Anderson's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Here's Larson. And the Heat, another three.
And this offense is in a perfect rhythm, and you can see how they're finishing their plays.
Boy, this is borderline ridiculous. I mean, every single attempt finding the bottom of the bucket.
Hero from long range. And again, Miami with the triple.
And a legitimate threat to connect from deep. Hero doesn't lack confidence trying his luck from there.
Antetokounmpo against Anderson. Pass to Portis. And here's Porter. Clock at 6. Right side, Portis. It's hauled in by Hero. Heat have gotten absolutely red hot shooting the ball here in the fourth. A perfect 6 for 6. Robinson, that's good.
Oh, nice ball movement. Hero's an underrated passer. Makes great decisions.
They've been a little too casual with the ball out there.
Yeah, but you can't force that square peg into the round hole. Oftentimes, you just got to make that first simple pass and get a rhythm from that.
Green draws the double. And we're going to have a jump ball. It's tied up there.
It'll be a jump ball. Sound.
And another steal for him. And that's his 6th steal of the night.
Imposing his will at the defensive end.
This one for 3. And again, Miami with the triple.
And the man has no heart. And that's poor defense for a team that has a long way to catch up.
They look pretty demoralized to me, and that always shows through at the defensive end first.
Giannis outside. Shot clock at 6. Trying to get something going. It's blocked. Robinson against Porter. Latrey. And Duncan Robinson with the 3. Robinson's got 6 here in this quarter.
A tremendous boost for these guys as this game winds down and what will be a win here in game 1 of the series for the Heat.
This was a team performing to its fullest capability.
A hugely satisfying win. A game that not many will soon forget. And on the other side, one that I think most will try to forget.
And it's really got to feel very good to be able to jump out confidently to a 1-0 lead in this series.
Absolutely. And I think their focus now has to be not on taking this win for granted. They should come out for game 2 with the same intensity and honestly maybe even more. You know they'll face a more focused team in the next one, so they may have to be just a little bit tougher.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Robinson.
It was the kind of game for him that all scorers dream of, where the basket seemed as wide as a barrel.
Here's Jovic. Antetokounmpo defending. There's Hero with the 3. And again, Miami with the triple.
Saw the opportunity to put this away and did not turn it down.
And, you know, this run shows what kind of attitude this team has. I mean, the win is there, go get it.
And it's out of bounds. The Heat will take it the other way.
And that's just another mistake. I mean, they've got it on autopilot, and they look totally dejected.
And now let's take a look again at that incredible rejection.
It's a different kind of defense teams play in the postseason, much more intense, more in your face. High-energy plays like that one are winning plays.
Robinson on the wing. Good, another from 3.
And he's letting it fly from long range to devastating effect.
And he's now tied the franchise record for triples in a playoff game. Antetokounmpo dishes to Lillard. Pass to Lopez. That misses off the backboard. Miami with the ball. Here in the fourth quarter, their defense has been very strong, allowing no baskets. A nice shot by Anderson.
They made the most of their opportunities, looking comfortable and locked in throughout the night.
Boy, they've given their fans plenty to cheer about, that's for sure. Effort, skill, coaching, you name it, they've done it.
And so Miami takes this one by a big margin. A pretty good feeling right now for them to be out in front like this in the series.
And you know, Kevin, momentum is so critical. And you know they'll want to ride this wave into game 2.
And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Hey, Kevin, thank you. Andrew, an impressive win for you guys. How will you look back on tonight?
I feel great, I think the whole team played great. We shared the ball, we grabbed rebounds, we made big possessions. So I think it was a great game.
Hey, Andrew, congrats again. Thanks for your time. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. Well, that'll do it for now. Glad you could join us during this first round of the Eastern Conference playoffs. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching this presentation of the NBA on 2K Sports. Now it's time for our player of the game.